What a cool cat you have today.
Yeah, it is.
Alien would be jealous of that cat. It looks like a space traveling cat.
That's right.
Absolutely. You're gonna have to send me that picture so I can tease Alien with it. Actually, he's doing really, really well in his interest class. And in another term or two, I might move him up with you and Milo again. Maybe. He's getting really good. He's won 3 vocab champions in a row. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah? Your sister did really well on her test today, too. Very, very good. She's going to be ready for Interest 1. No problem. She's already ready, but Interest 1 doesn't start until January. So in January, she'll definitely join that class and get into the interests. Absolutely. Fix your camera a little bit. Just a little bit down so I can see the top of your shoulders. There you go. Your nice green t-shirt. Yeah. Is that your school shirt?
No, it isn't.
No, just one of yours. Where's your little Paris now?
She's downstairs.
Ah, she's downstairs. Not making noise?
I'm closing the door.
Good plan. All right, little Lily, let's get our test done. Interest 21 speaking test. So this one's a little bit different. We're going to get started here and I'll explain. Okay, so part 1, social interaction. Same like before, we're going to talk about 2 common topics. You give me the answer and give me a reason or an example to back it up. 1 or 2 reasons. So the first topic is fashion. You know, fancy hair and fancy glasses and earrings and clothes and dresses and bags and shoes and, you know, all that fun stuff that moms usually like spending money on. I don't know how much you're into fashion. Do you like fashion?
Of course.
Oh, you do? Okay. Good. Why?
Because maybe fashion makes me beautifuler. More beautiful.
More beautiful. Ah, so it's really about the image. So I agree. Most people, I mean, you do have to worry about how you look. You can't go around looking like a bum or, you know.
A monkey.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to say that, but you said it. Like a monkey. Yeah, not good. People, unfortunately, they do make an impression, get an impression on us in the first few seconds when they meet us. So it does make a difference how you present yourself and how you speak. It's important. It's funny. It's important when dealing with society, but it's not important with friends and family at home. It has a place. So I guess we'll talk about the importance here. Do you think keeping up with fashion amongst friends is important? Like when you're out with your friends at school or family members, when you go out, I mean, I know at school you have uniforms, but when you go to the mall and you go to parties and all this stuff, how important is it to all your friends and the people around you?
Like, we go to the mall and we wear monkey costume.
You wear a monkey costume?
Shame.
What do you mean you wear a monkey costume?
Yeah, I remember that when I was 5, I wore a monkey costume to the mall and every kid look at me and laugh.
Well, that would be funny if you're wearing a costume. So that was bad or good?
When I was 5, I thought that was a shame, but now I think it is funny.
Yeah. Do you know the Ninja Turtles?
I don't know.
Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo. There's 4 turtles that became ninja warriors and grew up really big. It's a very famous cartoon, and they even made movies about it. The Ninja Turtles.
I don't know.
You don't know that one? Okay. When I was a young man, I was working for the Hudson Bay Company in Canada. And this is when all the movies came out, and it was really, really like one of the most popular cartoons on TV. That's why they made a movie about it. And they had a suit with the whole turtle shell and the ninja hat and the bandana and the sword and everything. And they picked me to mascot to wear the Ninja Turtle suit through the mall. And I did. It was really cool. It was funny. But my God, as soon as I walked out into the alley, there was hundreds of kids waiting to see the Ninja Turtle. And I took one look, and all the kids went, ah! And they started running after me. So here I was running down the hallway, trying to run away from all these kids. And all these kids were chasing me, and they all tackled me, and they beat me up. That part wasn't fun. But the Ninja Turtle suit was really cool. Just not getting beat up. That wasn't fun. They all wanted to kung fu me. I don't know why. Okay. No more stories. That's it. Serious now. How do you think fashion affects young people today? How does it change them? How does it make them feel? How does it affect them?
Maybe it makes young people happy, but like when they go to school with old-fashioned hair, their friends will think they're so ugly, and maybe they don't want to
Old-fashioned
play
hairdo.
or make
Old-fashioned hairdos?
yeah
Okay.
friends with her. But my old teacher thinks it was great. Yeah, but her friends don't want to make friends with her, and they like, look at that girl. She's so ugly. Only I make friends with her.
That's good. That's good of you. Yeah, that's like we were talking about before. For many people, it's really important. And people, I think it's just human nature. We all do it. We all kind of judge someone by looking at them first. We already have an opinion. That person's probably like this, or
Yeah, she is very clever, and she's funny too.
And she's funny too. Yeah. Because a lot of people take pride in that, right? They'll look at people and say, I bet you that person is like this. I'm really good at judging characters. I can tell you what that person is like just by looking at them. But that's not a good thing. But it's true. Unfortunately, it's the world we live in. Yeah. So it has a big effect on young people, probably more on young people than older people. But even celebrities, they have to have the styling clothes and everything else. So it's a big part of life. Topic 2 is going to be something most of us enjoy too. Music.
Oh, I love music very much.
Well, there you go. You answered the first question. Do you like music? I love music very much. Why is Paris saying she doesn't like music? Is that Paris? Or is that your little brother?
She's Paris.
Oh, that's Paris. Okay.
Yeah.
Paris, you don't like music?
I don't like music.
Oh my God. You wait another couple of years and then you'll love music. I see her sneaking away. Bye, Paris. Okay. So, of course, you like music. So tell me, what type of music do you enjoy the most?
I like classical music. K-pop too. I love K-pop too.
Hip-hop and classical.
K-pop.
Well, K-pop is kind of like the Korean version of hip-hop, isn't it? I think so.
Maybe.
Just a little bit of a different style. And classical music.
Yeah, I love it.
That's unusual for young people. I like classic music too. I like it a lot. But it's surprising to hear a youngster say they like classic music. Do you know what kind of classic music you like? What artists? What singers? What composers?
I don't know. I just hear it.
You
I love
just
to
like,
hear that.
yeah.
I don't know what singer or what song. I don't know.
I don't know it that well either. Actually, I said Jordan Peterson talked about one that he loves very much. So I'm going to try to research that one if I can ever remember the name. Because, of course, you always hear of Mozart or Beethoven, but I really like classic too. That's cool. So, of course, we both like some of the same music. And most people like music, except your sister, of course. She doesn't like music. Is music good for people?
Yeah, it helps people relax.
What else does it do?
Yeah, and some people make songs to earn money. It's very important to them.
For the musicians, yeah. If you're a musician, it would be good to sell some music. That's for sure. What about when you're doing different things? Do you change the kind of musics depending on what you're doing?
Yeah, like maybe people when they sad, they will hear sad music, and when they're happy, they will hear pop music, K-pop music, or something else.
What do you listen to if you want to relax?
I listen to Japanese music. I don't know what kinds of Japanese music. 19th? Maybe pop.
Japanese too. Well, you listen to a lot of music. That's
Yeah,
cool.
like everything.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Okay. We got warmed up. Now we're going to go to part 2, solution discussion. Our part 2 here, solution discussion. So, as it already says in the definition here, what we have to do, we're going to, the situation here is going to be about social media. Social media is growing fast, and some statistics suggest that it is having a negative effect on our younger population. What do you think is the smartest option? One, social media platforms should be the choice of people and their families. So you should be able to decide what's good and bad, and you and your family, depending on your age. Or maybe it's a little bit bigger of a problem. Maybe choice 2, option 2 would be social media should be regulated by law and by the government to protect the youth, right? Some people are not that smart. Maybe they need someone to, if some people are not allowed to vote and they're not allowed to drive a car yet, they're not allowed to get married yet, they're too young. Maybe some things should be law. It's up to you which one you think might be better for the youth. All right. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right. So you're going to have 1 minute to make some notes. Remember, you have to support your choice, and you also have to tell me why the other choice is not as important. Not as important. What does it say here? Right? Give a reason for the second option not chosen. Right. So tell me why that one is not as good. Starting now, 1 minute. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah. One minute is up. All right, so we've already read the instructions for solution discussion. I have already read the situation. Now we have to discuss a solution. So which option do you think would be the best one? Not just for you, but like for all the youth in general, right? For the general population.
I choose the second choice.
The second choice. Okay. Government should make some regulations on social media. Okay. Tell me why. What are the reasons? Give me some examples.
You know that some videos on YouTube and TikTok is not for young people and everybody. Like I know that there's a video about a people attack a cat, and maybe it affects the young people.
A lot of violence on some of them. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I know one of my friends watched that videos, and then they will cry.
Could cry or even try some of the silly things that they see. Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree. I've seen some videos on, especially TikTok, worse than Facebook or any of the other ones, where it's really, really bad. Dogs fighting and different things. Oof, not good. Yeah.
I don't choose a first choice because some young people watch some videos like playing Free Fire. Do you know the game called Free Fire?
Free Fire, the game. Yeah. I've played.
You know, toxic until the young people came in and like shouted at each other.
Can what?
One of my friends
Can what?
shout at each other.
Shout at each other. Okay.
Yeah.
One of your friends?
One of my friends played that and she said that this game is so toxic.
Toxic.
Yeah, some Vietnamese young people chat and say, You're stupid. And then I know, and then the Vietnamese people, they're only 4 years old. 4 years old. They play the game, use a gun, and then shoot. They shoot. And then when the family member came in, they said, hide. They hide their phone, shut off the phone, and then they're like acting like they're writing something or doing their homework. I know that. I know that when I went to my friend's home.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of negative things from these social medias for young people. Unfortunately. I agree with you. And Mimi Milo agrees with you too. We all think that it's not just family. Family's busy too. Mom and dad have to work. They have to cook. They have to do this. They have everything else to do. And if there's 2 or 3 kids, it's very hard to watch what everybody's doing. So I agree with both of you that, yeah, I think there should be some new laws and there should be some new regulations on how social media is allowed, what they can show people, not for adults, but for kids. And it should definitely be regulated. I agree 100%. Very good answer. Let's go to part 3. Okay, so our part 3 now. This is a speaking topic, right? This is designed to make you think and organize your thoughts because you kind of got to make a plan now. It's not so much just a solution; it's more of a plan. And the situation you're going to have here is you're going to have to choose one of the following social problems and explain how we can improve the situation as a community, right? Not just you, but your neighbors and your parents and everybody that lives in your neighborhood or your community. So I picked 3 typical little problems that, of course, could all be improved, not solved, but could be improved, right? Obviously, we have lots of traffic problems in many of the Asian cities and towns. There are pollution problems and there's poverty problems. There are people who don't have really good jobs or good education or good training. So you need to pick one of them that you think you, your parents, your community could work together to improve, to make it a little bit better. Now, you could use ideas like this, how it could improve economically, how it could make things better financially with money, how it could improve the environment, or how it would improve health. Or you can use completely different ideas. Just use your own ideas. Maybe the problem in your neighborhood is there's too many fast food, street food vendors cooking food in in oil, and everybody's getting really fat. maybe you live in the fat community and you want to do something about helping the people. This is bad. It's really bad influence. If it's there and it's convenient to eat, everybody's going to eat it too much. So maybe it's something different. It's completely up to you. Do you have any questions? I hope I didn't confuse you. No? Do you already know which one you're going to pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pollution.
Pollution. All right. But I'm still going to give you a minute just to make sure you make your notes and make your recommendations and how you would improve things. Starting now. 1 minute. Your time is up, Miss Lily. All right. Okay, so we've already talked a little bit about this speaking topic. Which would be your... I'm sorry, which one would you choose? Which one do you think you could make a difference in your neighborhood, in your community, in your neighborhood, with your community? Oh my God, I'm stuttering. Terrible teacher.
Pollution.
Pollution it is. All right. Tell me the problem. Tell me how you and the community could help improve the situation.
I tell about it first. The rich people's emissions are much more than normal people. They use their own cars, plane, and they open their own factories.
Open their own what?
They use wind energy or sun energy.
Okay.
They use their own planes, own cars, or own trains. We can improve by use wind energy, water energy, or sunshine energy. That will be better. And talk about my neighborhood. They pick the litters on the pavement and they hit each other.
What do they do each other?
They hit each other.
They hate each other. Hate. I hate you. Hit. Oh my God. Who's hitting who?
Two young boys.
What does this have to do with pollution?
They pick the litter. They hit each other and then they throw it into the river.
Oh, they throw the garbage in someone else's property.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. And you were saying something about sun energy? You mean solar energy?
Yeah.
To have less pollution? Okay. Okay, so there was one part of the beginning I didn't understand. So the number one problem with pollution is the rich are causing more pollution with their cars? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Misunderstood. So the solutions are some renewable energies, some solar energy could help reduce the amount of pollution that's being created. And what else?
We tell with everyone that throw rubbish into the river or the pond is not good.
Okay, so again, it would come down to a lot of awareness and education. Yeah.
Teachers could educate the young people about that too.
Don't they in school now talk more about the environment? I see signs talking about, not polluting on the shores as much and things like that. Like, do you think the government is now trying to educate them a little bit better on pollution?
Yep.
I think so, yeah. There seems to be more signs and more things like they seem to be trying a little bit more. Hmm. How do you think you in the community, besides just awareness, what else do you think could possibly help motivate the people to pollute less? Can you think of anything else? Because I can think of one thing that usually works. It worked in Singapore.
Instead of using nylon bags, we can use the cotton bags.
Yeah, the nylon and plastic. That's one for sure. I think Megamart does that, right? They don't need to give out plastic bags. You have to bring your own bag or you have to buy one there, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's one for sure. Less plastic. Plastic is very pollutant. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Is very polluting. Very is a pollutant. I don't know what word I'm looking for. I don't know everything, you know. I think I'll just give you my little suggestion here. I think if the police gave more fines, penalized people, and they have to pay money if they get caught throwing garbage bags in the river and certain things that cause pollution that we know we shouldn't do, but we do anyway, like throwing our garbage out the window and the police see them and they give them a fine for 500,000 dong. What? That would make people think twice about throwing their garbage everywhere. Don't you think? Maybe.
Maybe.
It works in Canada because in Canada, I think it's like $100 or $200 fine if the police see you throw your bag of chips out the window or your drink or something out of the car when you're driving. If you do that and they catch you, yeah, it's really expensive, big fines. So everybody's very
How is
cautious.
that what will happen in Vietnam?
Mm. Yeah, don't know if it will happen or not, but it was just one of my suggestions that one thing I think works is if you start fining people um, when they do it and then they have to pay money. Because like in Hanoi, sometimes you drive over the bridge going over the Red River, the Hanoi River there, and you'll see people stopping on their motorcycles and taking their garbage bags and just throwing it in the river. I know it's common there and a lot of people do it. I don't know if you ever saw that before. I've seen it in other places. But I'm sure if the police showed up and they started giving people fines they have to pay because they're doing that, people would stop doing it. They do it a lot less. But yeah. So I say that too because the first question I have is, do you think people will change their ways naturally? Do you think by making people aware of the damage they're doing to the environment, causing the pollution, do you think they'll do it naturally, or do you think we're going to have to use laws to change it? How do
I
you think?
think we need to use the laws.
I think so too. People take advantage of things. And if they can get away with it, they usually keep doing it. Just like the social media, like with you and Milo said, it's probably better that there are laws to protect the kids than just leave it up to the people because people are busy. They're doing their own thing. And I think you're right. I think I agree that they probably won't change on their own, no matter how much you tell them to. What do you believe is the best part of modern life now? Things that you have today that are good, of course, the best things that your grandparents didn't have. What do you think is really good now?
We can watch films
You
on television.
can watch
Yeah,
films.
yeah, on television.
Okay, so entertainment, films, TV shows. Are you a big fan of YouTube?
Not really.
No, but what kind of films do you like to watch?
Scary films.
That's why Paris said she saw scary films before.
Yeah, I watch scary films, and then Paris sit next to me, and she watched it too.
It's not that scary if you're with someone. Sometimes it's scary if you're alone.
Yeah, I remember that when I was 4, at 9 o'clock, I sit with my father and then watch a scary films.
Oh my God. Do you watch
And I need to bring my teddy bears, my blanket, and my pillows
it?
downstairs to watch it.
Me too. I used to watch them alone when I was a teenager and young, and it would be scary. Yeah. Do you watch any of the Hollywood scary movies, or are they all like Korean or Chinese or Japanese movies? What kind of scary movies do you watch?
Yes, Thailand film or Korean or Japanese scary film, not Hollywood.
Okay. Okay. So they have Vietnamese subtitles.
Yeah,
You don't speak Japanese and Korean?
I just know a little bit.
A little bit. So your number one language is Vietnam and Vietnamese, and your number two is English.
Yeah,
What's your number three? Chinese?
not Chinese, Japanese.
Japanese. Okay. Cool. Very cool. All right. Finished all my tests. I had the kids this morning and afternoon, and then you guys tonight. And now I'm done. Now I can go eat. And I saw your sister sneaking in again. I see you. I see you. You can't hide from me.
She's bringing some apples.
I got some grapefruit downstairs. All right. You guys enjoy your grapefruit and your evening and your scary movies. And I'll edit the tests later next week. And I'll see you in Interest 22 next Saturday. Good night, Paris. Good night, Lily. See you next week. Bye-bye.